Hey everybody, it's David coming to you today from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. This is going to be the starting point of our Trans-Pacific cruise that we hop on tomorrow. Behind me, you may notice something that you may have seen before. Those are the cauldrons that were used in the 2010 Winter Olympic Games here in Vancouver. They're noted for a couple of things. One, they were kind of cool, but then one of those arms, if you will, did not deploy during the opening ceremonies. So it was kind of known as a snafu. In the closing ceremonies, they made a joke of it and actually deployed it. But right here in Vancouver, I love this. I love this city. By the way, it's one of those ones that when we used to live in Seattle, we just hop the train, come up here, and wouldn't have to worry about border crossings. We'd just drop us in the middle of Vancouver. And by the way, behind me, you may hear some sounds. They are actually protesting farm-raised fish today in favor of, obviously, fish that is not farmed, that's caught. And so a big protest down here today on that. I just happened to get in the middle of it. So let's talk about Module 4 for MSOM 612 today. You're continuing along the pathway of business sustainability. The discussion board this week has you talk about organizational complexity. And you're going to be looking at a video from a gentleman named Yves Moreau. Now, he may be kind of hard to understand sometimes, but he brings up some very, very good points about organizational complexity. I mean, when you think about it, companies will think they're getting better in something, and they'll replace something. Well, they really don't replace it. What happens is they add things to things they already have and forget to replace something. And so what happens is you layer on process on top of process on top of process, and it becomes much more complex. And so Yves Moreau gives you some tips on how to avoid organizational complexity this week. The course project, you're in the process now of sort of summarizing. You've gone through the overview and the first one, you've gone through external analysis, you've gone through internal analysis, and now in your course project, what you're going to do is look at strategic issues. So out of the analysis that you've had on the external and the internal, you should come up with some issues. And those are both issues and opportunities. And what I'm asking you to do in this particular section of your course project is to prioritize those opportunities and threats, and then strengths and weaknesses. Now, in this one, you're not to provide a solution, you're simply to prioritize the things that you feel are the most important. In the next one, you're going to be going over opportunity costs and those types of things. So make sure that you're pretty focused on these, all right? And so that's the course project this week. And then the personal journal talks about personal complexity. And so when you think about organizational complexity, layering too many things on, adding too many things without taking things off, the same thing happens in your life as well. And so I would encourage you to be very open, be very honest, and bounce those things in the journal. And then what will happen is I'll perhaps give you some ideas on how you can approach those things as you go forward. Okay? As I said, we're going to be hopping on the cruise ship. We'll do that tomorrow. And we'll go up through Alaska, through the Bering Sea, and then we'll hit the open ocean on the way over to Japan. But as I said in my announcement, I should be, unless the internet on the ocean just crashes on me, very accessible. So contact me if you need me. Have a great day.